Greetings, my fellow gestators, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 185, Quintuplets. First order of business is to try to figure out who is going to be plopped into the new vats. Because we have 5 empty vats, soon to be, I think, 6. And, you know, the Wendigo project needs to continue. There's always more work, right? Always more work. The other thing I realized is I'm sort of out of slate, so I'm going to start mining some of the mountain outside of the base, shaving it down, but not for aesthetics, just actually for the slate. I could deep drill for slate and try to figure out where the deep drill nodes are for slate, but it's faster to mine, you know, not deep. So we'll see about that in just a second. Hopefully we'll get some slate cut. And Klein, thank you for the 4 years of resubbing Street. Holy heck. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Ah, Frosty, thanks for gifting out a sub. May you survive Wendy. If anyone can survive Wendy, it is you, Frosty. Alright, let's make sure that the slate cut is on. Yep, make slate blocks, do forever, at infinite distance. Perfect. So, for eggs, let's pick. And what I'm doing here is I'm just making this a rectangular room, as you may have been able to tell. It's one of the reasons why I need the slate. To fix up this room. So, let's judge these eggs. We've got a 4. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 with a -2. That's the winner so far. Another 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a -2. A 5. So I think I'm just going to plan on growing this 5 no matter what. This is a shell jack hybrid. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a -1. Yeah, we'll grow that one as well. So now I have 3 more to pick from. Grow this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with -2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a -1. I'll grow that. Can pick 2 more. I'll grow this one too. This one's a 6 with flawless 6. That's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. 5, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The -1. And it looks like there's no available growth vats. Oh. Why are you unplugged? There we go. So this is going to go through a lot of the baby food that I had queued up. But that's exactly why we have all these new farms. Why are we... Okay. Copy settings. Paste, 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 paste. Should not be using human meat in the growth vat. So Wendy's ideas for growth vats is... Or for human meat, rather, is it's victory food. So only people who win combat get to eat it. Which is why I don't offer it to babies and I don't bother to give it to guests or anything like that. Are fur skins still not rare? Well, I have a bunch of fur skin prisoners, so yeah, fur skin is really not that rare anymore. And there's another egg. And I'll be putting in a growth vat here as well, once the wall is built. So this one is a 5 flawless, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a slow wound healing. Got it. Oh, well that's awkward, because... Can I get a human's help? Where is, or rather, not a human, but a hybrid's help? Lillian, I need you. Oh, Rexy's already doing it. Perfect. Alright, so this one was a 5 flawless. And then we have a few more vats to go. So here's Elibear's implantation that we're going to stick in. If I can find her in this queue. How about I just find you up here? Be a lot easier. I say that was going to be easier. I lied. It's actually just as bad. Here we are. Just a little reminder about this xenogerm. This is a shooting xenogerm, so Elibear is joining the shooters. That's another thing that happened towards the end of last stream, is we ended up getting the great shooting off of Vivi. So we are able to now make, you know, good shooters, or great shooters, rather. So that's great. Is there any need for additional nuclear stomachs? I don't believe so. We haven't really introduced... No, Elibear needs a nuclear stomach. I take that back. I think that's what you noticed, and I didn't, so thank you. So we'll get Elibear that stomach. Alright, so Jack is filling yet another. So this one is it's flawed, but it's a 6 flawed. And then filling the last vat. Given the quantity, I might require additional kitchen in here. We'll see. And this is a 5 flawless. Okay. So the ones I overlooked, because I didn't even get down to the stack, was a 4... Well, things got shuffled around, but this is a 7 flawed. This is a 6 flawed. And a 7 double flaw. And we'll have another vat here, so I'll try to pick the best egg for the remaining stack and get that growing. There is, of course, if I wanted to, space to like put vats in the center here somehow in some configuration. I may not. I'm not sure. It really depends on the rice requirements to keep all these vats alive. If you're wondering, the growth vats require more food, significantly more food than even Wendigos, even unnuclear stomached Wendigos. It's really, their food requirements are pretty great. Kilgore, thanks for the gifted subs. Cheers. Oh, also, right at the start of the stream, Kath was ready to go into the gene extractor, so let's do a little prediction about that. So in terms of sanguophages, I would say roughly half of their xenogerm, or, it's a xenogerm. Roughly half of their xenogerm needs to be scanned, right? Low sleep, fast runner, long jump legs, coagulate, all of the hemogenic genes. Tender skin, mild UV sensitivity, so on and so forth. So let's do a prediction. Will I get a gene worth keeping from Cat? Give that a good old 2 minutes, and good luck. We do have a medicine shortage, yes. Yes. We are extremely low on herbal medicine, which is why I'm growing, what is it, 24 times 4 times 3 amount of it. So, 225 minus, so like almost 225 heal root is currently being grown. So, hopefully that problem will get fixed quick. So yeah, if I wanted, I could put extra vats in here in the center in some sort of configuration. I could even squeeze them in even more, but I don't really want to. All right. So Cat's in the scanner, and hopefully I get something good. Why is Shell here? Shell is one of our hybrids and needs to be taken back to her bed. I think she had a catatonic breakdown, and we, for whatever reason, moved her to the wrong prison. So she should be going back to her original prison over here. $288 heal root. And then that's even assuming that, like, I don't get double yield, which sometimes you get double yield off the heal root. Oh, there is no door here. That's, whoops. I think what I meant to do was put a auto door there, so they open and close faster. But now this whole area is a prison barracks, which is incorrect. So I'll fix that. Not that those prisoners can go anywhere, they don't have legs. And Sarai's genes just finished regrowing. There's not too much that we want off the high mate. Heat weakness. I really want heat weakness, actually, because that's like a free metabolic efficiency. Very attractive and great social. Great social is the one I really, really want, obviously. That would be good for mass, prize it, etc. Low, you are in a funk. I probably killed your friends. Loved one sold, colonist died, half sibling died. Yeah, okay, okay. I understand. Make sure that the mountain does not collapse on my head as I mine. Although through cataphract helmets, it would be very unlikely that it would cause fatalities. Hey, hey, don't flirt with my specimens, Cactus, or you will lose a tongue. Alright, so we have one more growth vat. And then after this growth vat is built and I pick the egg, I have a rather interesting project proposal for you to vote on, which I'm excited about. I also might need to fertilize some of the eggs in there. Currently, it is probably too cold for me to call in trade caravans, but I will attempt it all the same. And then if I wanted to put a stockpile of, you know, I could put a door here. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. To gain access to this area out here. Oh, okay. I can call them in. It's absolutely way too cold. So the minute I call them in, I'm going to have to trade immediately because they're going to leave. By the time they get here, it's going to be like -40, which is way too cold for any of my, anyone to bother sticking around very long. So let's go ahead and pick the last egg now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 2 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 1 negative. This is probably Robot Shellbell is probably the front runner here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 negatives. 5s, 5s, 4. There's probably a lot. Let me check how many shell bells. Robot shell bells in there. Frosty shell bell, Frosty shell bell. Okay, so shell bell is very overrepresented in the in here. So I'm going to pick a non-shell bell mix. So maybe Kriegan low. Brexiosin low. Me, 0.5. Everything else is... Oh, here's one. 4. Oh, I'll grow this one. Pywork Tordek. It has negatives, but it's still genetically useful. Hip is nice. Thank you for the resub too. Glad to have you. There's a lot of plummeting moods in the colony from Wendy doing the quad culling, where she killed off a whole bunch of people at the end of last stream. So I fully expect, well, and Boris, I suppose. I fully expect a lot of mental breaks. Hopefully none to try to punch the Antigran warheads. But, you know, if they do it, they do it. We get to laugh. Point, laugh, and watch them atomize themselves. There's a little bit of joy in that, occasionally. Alright, so we're doubling up the electric stoves to help with the burden of making baby food. Ella Bear. Still in a coma. You are going to be able to hunt. Zaleb, you don't have a weapon right now. Looks to me like I am in somewhat great need of ranged weapons. So I might pull you guys about what kind of weapons I should make. Because I don't really want to have a Massberg sniper rifle or Massberg chain shotgun as like the main weapons for them. One thing I can check is if someone has nearsightedness. I think Rogi has nearsightedness. Yeah. So Rogi, you're gonna grab the chain shotgun because you can't aim very effectively. There's Cactus. Having Wendigo Psychic Soothe them. So we got super fast wound healing from Kath. It was unfortunately not what we wanted. So I can, you know, get rid of that. Sarai is going to be the next one scanned. So I did not get a gene worth keeping off of Kath. 2/3 of you thought I would. And then the sorry, that prediction is not for Kath, it's for Sarai. I forgot to update the name. But same sort of deal. So a little reminder about Sarai. Sarai, the high mate, has 3 genes we want, a whole lot we don't. And then Evie is scannable in about a half a day. Oh. Put the wrong thing in the vat. Hey, Mass. Do it right. No food. Well, I'm staring at food. Someone probably already has it queued up. Wait, Nosy Boy, where are you going with that? No. cut it out. Well, whatever. I can have them haul it away and just haul it back once it's ready. Little egg thief. Yeah, you can see the amount of manual labor required just to keep the vats topped up and not starving. The embryos require 6 nutrition a day. 6 meals a day. It's a lot. Ooh, look at you, Maxu. Getting tough. Wait, which one are you? This one? Are you even keepable? Nope. So it doesn't matter that you're tough. We're gonna have to make you wimpy. The other thing I might want more of is the baby xenogerms, because it looks like I don't have too many. And this baby xenogerm does indeed... Okay, so I don't even think we're using aggressive, so I'll get rid of it. It does have great shooting. I'm trying to see if there's any more negatives that we can add to it. Not really. Poor social. I can add poor social. Okay, and yep. So we'll save and start combining, because some of these babies obviously are going to require the. Some of them are going into to potentially become colonists, so got to implant them. Why would I choose extra pain for babies? For metabolism. So if you're wondering about the baby xenogerm, when you have an embryo that is born, you can implant it with a xenogerm. And I, as a requirement of this colony, grow all of my colonists in vats. They don't get taught. And the only benefit that you can receive as a vat-grown individual is great passions. So the xenogerm, the baby xenogerm, is engineered in such a way that I have as many great additives as possible to increase the amount that the embryo can learn in the vat. I also don't need very... Well, okay, I can afford very happy, so it doesn't matter. And then as soon as they're done growing in the vat, then I re-implant them with a different xenogerm, their more permanent one, which fulfills whatever function that they serve in the colony. So, the baby xenogerm... Oh, right there, right there. That was a great example. Mads in here has leveled up 6 levels in the vat, learning because of the passionate melee. So that is a perfect example of the xenogerm working as intended. Will specimens be taught? No, no. We never, ever teach. Alright, can we fill this thing? What the hell? There's no food available. Oh, man. And then once they're adults, they get a xenogerm that looks... This was the last one we implanted. That looks more like this. Super Rat's wound healing, super clotting, psychic dull, very fast runner, very happy, etc., etc., etc. So, they don't stay dumb for very long. Or in extra pain or anything like that. And Kilgore, thanks for the gifted sub. Alright, for the love of God, just finish this thing. No, Zalab, put that down. Put that down. I might require a mech booster on that kitchen. I could put it here because I need to speed up the speed at which they cook, and it's just it's ridiculous how long it's taken to make the meals. No, Tordek, fill this one. Thank you. This has nutrition 8, so I think we're grabbing the embryo now. Yeah. Alright, so that was the last one we wanted. I'm going to forbid the door. So the big question I have for you guys is this one. But before I put up the poll, because I know people are going to vote without knowing what it means, one of the bottlenecks in this colony is honestly how fast the game runs at ×3 speed due to how much stuff there is on the map. One of the solutions would be to try to butcher as many corpses as possible, but I don't think the stationary corpses is really the issue. The issue is just how many living things or moving things, moving parts or whatever, are here. So the question is, should Wendy cryptosleep prisoners to make her an ancient danger? The concept would be to take a fraction of each type of species of prisoner and create an ancient danger like this one and stick them in cryptosleep. So if I do end up needing their genes, I can retrieve them from cryptosleep, but otherwise they're stationary and out of the way and I don't have to worry about it. So it would be a way for Wendy to essentially like speed up the game a bit. Maybe leaving behind like 2 of each species left, because most of the genetic breeding we have are hybrids now. So I would leave the hybrids out of it, unless the hybrids were worthless. I could also retire some hybrids that we want to retire, but this should speed up the game a bit. If I do that, it means that a lot of our resources are going to be tied up in building essentially species-based ancient dangers, but so, you know, that would be the priority goal for the stream until it was finished. But that was the idea I had, which might make it faster. Because at this point, the bottleneck for the breeding program is just how long the game takes, like how slow the game progresses in order to grow new embryos, for the most part. So in order to speed that up, I could, of course, you know, have less things move around on the map. And I think that would help. Most of my mechs, or a lot of my mechs, like a third of my mechs are just dormant and don't move around. So that's not hard on the game. But all of these prisoners, all whatever, 50-something of them, 53 of them, does propose a bit of a strain on the game. Oh, look! An Inalore refugee. I'm going to capture them. They're a baseliner, so I can try to split genes with them. I am okay with that. So the gene that we wanted to split was the art plants gene. I'm just going to call this baseliner, and we're going to cook one up and try to gene split with that guy, sacrificing him for the sake of genes. Kilgore, again, twice over. Cheers. Yeah, if I did cryptosleep, I would build individual chambers, one for each. Whoa, we got very attractive out of Sarai. That was actually one that we wanted. I really did not expect that. And did I not even start the... Oh, no, I did start the prediction. Just Twitch is being... No? Apparently I never started that prediction. Go me. Good job. But yeah, that was surprising. So let's go into Sarai's genome and get rid of very attractive because I don't need it anymore. So now there's only 2 that I want. But that could be implanted in mass, because mass, of course, is the guide. So people having a high relationship to mass is useful. So Evie needs 15 days. Sarai needs 16 days. Kath just got scanned, so another 16 days. And then you need 23 days for Sentinel. So there's not really a lot of scanning to be done anytime soon. How many random items are sitting around waiting to be stored? Very, very few, actually. I mean, there's some uranium here, but I got like 4,000 uranium, so it takes a while. There's a few meals up here. But that's, you know, whatever. That's not adding a lot a colony value. And that's about it. I've actually been pretty good recently about immediately hauling the high priority items. Better than I used to be, I'll put it that way. Because I used to leave like lances and the like out there until basically they decayed. The other thing I'm going to need to do is to make some ranged weapons, because I hadn't really done that. Elebear, you are going to get the assault rifle that I discarded. And then Zaleb, I'll give you the sniper rifle. But that's a pretty clear indicator that I need additional weapons. Toxin problem. I don't want your waste packs. I don't care what you're going to pay me. There was this raider outpost that that I could accept. So it looks like you guys do want me to make Ancient Danger Cryptosleep. So I will do that. And then the next question is, should I accept the raid outpost quest? So it's this one. Heal mech serum and gold, advanced components, or reinforced barrel. I, for the record, already have 3 heal mech serum, so it's not like something that is in particularly high demand for me. It also wouldn't be necessarily difficult. Because, you know, we murder things fairly effectively. We have a lot of pods. We could far skip home. It's up to you. I could probably I could bang out the outpost in like an afternoon, depending on its distance from the colony. But whether you think it's worth it or not is up to you. Oh man, do I have a lot of human leather. Kilgore with so many gifted subs just keeps going. Cheers. So all of the subspecies are sequestered to their own room. It's not about all the impids have one room. Wasters, Neanderthal, dirt moles, Edekin, and pigskin. They're all, in their own individual sections. And then this one is just hybrids that I grew myself. So considering the building an ancient danger goal, I am considering, so I will propose, while you vote on this last one, I'll propose 2 potential scenarios. So one scenario is that the ancient dangers that I designed for my prisoners are in the overhead mountain area. It would keep them from being shelled, but it would during the summer be a risk of infestations because, unless I kept them frozen. So that would be one sort of design. So I have 6 different subspecies. So it would be like, 6 little ancient dangery, crypto-slept, cascady things in here. I mean, not literally designed like this, but this is kind of the idea. Buried in the mountain. It would protect it from mortar strikes, but it wouldn't and pod drop raiders, but it wouldn't protect it from infestations. The other potential is to expand Wendy's workshop outer wall out a little bit, and then put them in here instead. So that they're above ground, not an overhead mountain, and sort of prison adjacent, let's call it. So I think those are probably the 2 most logical solutions for this project. Looks like you guys say do not accept, by small margin, do not accept this quest. So where do you want me to put the ancient dangers? in the mountain or to the east. And I'll give you 5 minutes to vote on that. Given that I'm going to be making a lot of cryptocid caskets, I'm going to have to decide, or rather, I'm going to have to acquire a bunch of advanced components and regular components ahead of time. So let's go ahead and ramp the advanced component queue up to 40. Because I know I'm going to need them. And the unfortunate thing is, my need for better ranged weapons completely conflicts with the resources needed to you know, set up the prisoner ancient dangers. Oh well. I do think that the mech booster is helping out Natsu, which is good. If I was smart, I would have put this like closer to the northern part of the farm, but oh well, I'm not fixing it. Frayed. We still don't have your xenogerm. No, we don't. Wendy, hop on that. And don't worry about constructing as much. That quest had advanced components as rewards. It did, but then you also have to consider how many transport pods I would require to do the quest as well. So it's not just a net positive. Can't think of it that way, because I would have required at least a few transport pods to get there. So then I'm using components to gain advanced components, and, you know, that might not be a particularly good exchange. That was another baby xenogerm, and I think this one is for the baseliner. This won't take very long. Oh, Frayed. John Frayed. If I was looking for baseliners, he's not a particularly bad one, given his passions. I could turn him into a constructor slave. But I think I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna gene rip him instead. Cooking up some more baby xenogerms, and then after these baby xenogerms, I can start to cook up xenogerms for individual colonists if you guys want. Velhar, thanks for the resub. How's my day? My day is pretty good so far. Pretty good. That stockpile is looking pretty full. Oh, a non-associated combat supplier. I might be able to buy guns. So, fast wound healing, unisex beards, no hair, and ink black skin. Don't need that. I'll buy components, though. I'll buy medicine as well. I'm kind of short on meds. I have no herbal meds, so it's been a bit of a problem. Looks like they don't have any other gene packs available for sale, which is too bad. I'm gonna get rid of my uranium warhammers. I think we can do better than that now. Why don't they have good weapons? What the? You're a weapon supplier, but you have a bunch of knives and spears and like a few really crummy weapons. You disappoint me. So disappointing. Okay, well, oh well. I wanted it, but it was not supplied. Oh, that's annoying. Apparently the super fast wound healing... Wait, what did I sell that... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Babies don't need super fast wound healing or super immunity. Yeah, okay. Save the template. Cook it up again. It'll make it quicker to combine it, I think. And in the mountain is the answer. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers of upcoming streams, as well as a link to Twitch. If you'd like to join my gaming community, it also has a link to Discord, as well as the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.